Donald Trump is saying that he's going to be indicted on Tuesday. He's calling for people to protest. Now, we don't know if that's true. The Manhattan DA has not said anything about it. But he's calling for people to protest. Is that irresponsible?
Well, first, let me say I'm taken aback at the idea of indicting a former president of the United States at a time when there's a crime wave in New York City. The fact that the Manhattan DA thinks that indicting President Trump is his top priority, I think, just tells you everything you need to know about the radical left in this country. It just feels like a politically charged prosecution here. And I, for my part, I just feel like it's just not what the American people want to see.
Well, we'll see if the vice president is proven correct on this. We will stay on top of this story. I'm kind of shaking my head too. I gotta admit, you guys, why they picked the Stormy Daniels situation instead of other situations that they could have gotten this president on. Do they not remember January the 6th? I mean, asking people to protest is one thing. Protest is legal in the United States of America. What's not legal is violence. And let's put Adrienne up side by side with me. I mean, they certainly have the right. Trump's side has the right to protest. You know, in this country, we got to stand up for people's rights, whether we agree with them or not. And I certainly do not agree with Donald J. Trump in any stretch of the imagination. However, I do want to know why they picked the Stormy Daniels situation. $130,000 to her on all the other things that they could have gotten this president on all the other things that he has been involved in. Stormy Daniels, grown a woman, she took the money. You know, why this, Adrienne?
Well, I think it's the only thing that they could possibly get him on, because Congress did not have the integrity and the courage to unify in coming together and deciding that this man did incite an insurrection, and thus by way of 14th Amendment, Section 3, that he could not hold office again, which would have echoed, it would have sent all the messages that were necessary, it would have held accountable, but it didn't. And also in terms of Pence saying that this is a left-wing venture, get the hell out of here. This is a grand jury potential indictment coming down from I think it's like 16 to some 23 people, New Yorkers who have decided, citizens who will decide. And if they decide that there is sufficient evidence to show that Donald Trump broke the law, that is we the people saying this man has broken the law. This isn't right or left, but this is these individuals who are representatives of the state saying that justice needs to be done and an inquiry in terms of actually having a trial needs to be held, and that's okay. So these people who say that they're here for democracy in the system, they're just really not. And we get to see that through and through with their responses to this potential arrest indictment coming down.
Well, you know what? Adrienne Lawrence has overruled the former vice president of the United States of America. I mean, your point is well taken. The grand jury made a decision, and here we are. We will see what will happen to President Donald J. Trump. Y'all stay tuned. I don't think Tuesday is going to be the only display here. It is going to have a strong ripple effect that is going to impact the 2024 election for some time. No matter how this goes, it is going to have an impact. And the juice, as myself and one of my good friends say, we say all the time, the juice may not necessarily in this case be worth the squeeze. We will see.